Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson in Java. Today I'm going to teach you all about modifiers in Java. What are modifiers? Well, we can divide modifiers into two groups. The access modifiers control the access level of our application, and the non-access modifiers don't control access level but provides other functionalities for our code. So access modifiers control access level and non-access modifiers don't control access level but provides other functionalities. Let's see them in order. Firstly, for classes you can use either public or default access modifiers. The modifier public will make the class accessible by any other class, and the default will be automatically used, which will allow us to access the class in the same package. This is used when you don't specify a modifier. The default modifier will be used when we don't specify a modifier for our class. So the public one is used to access. The public classes can be accessed by other classes, and the default classes can be accessed by the classes in the same package. So the default modifier is defaultly used if you don't specify a modifier for your class. For attributes and methods, you can use the following modifiers. If the modifier is public, the code is accessible for all classes in the system, and if it is private, the code only is accessible within the declared class. If it's default, the code is only accessible in the same package. This is used when you don't specify a modifier. And there's a special one called protected. The code is accessible in the same package and subclasses when we make a class protected. So now I told you that there are 4 modifiers used in Java for classes. Classes, methods and attributes, for them we can use these 4 modifiers. Public makes the code accessible for all classes. Private lets the code be accessible within the declared class, and the default one make the code accessible in the same package. Protected modifier makes the code accessible in the same package and even subclasses. I have told you about modifiers, now access modifiers. Now it's time to talk to you about the non-access modifiers. For classes, you can use either final or abstract as an non-access modifier. The modifier final, when used in a class cannot be inherited by other classes. If it's abstract, the class can't be used to create objects. To access an abstract class, it must be inherited from another class. So these two non-access modifiers are used for classes, and you can use them as you want. Final modifier, a non-access modifier, makes the class when used will make the class not able to inherit by other classes. The abstract modifier, when used, will won't allow the class to create objects. To access an abstract class, it must be inherited from another class. Alright, for attributes and methods, you can use the following modifiers. You can use final, static, abstract, transient, synchronized and volatile. For these attributes and methods, if we make an attribute and method final, the attributes and methods can't be overridden or modified. If we make our attribute or method static, The attributes and methods belongs to the class rather than being an object. If we make our attributes and methods abstract, can only be used in an abstract class and can only be used on methods. The method does not have a body, and for example, abstract void run. If we make an attribute or method transient, attributes and methods are skipped when serializing the object contained in them. And if we make the attribute of method synchronized, methods can be only accessed by one thread at a time. I'll teach you about synchronization later. Now I'll teach you about volatile. The value of an attribute is not cached thread locally and is always read from the main memory when we use the volatile modifier. In Java, out of these six non-access modifiers, only like 3 of them are in use today in the world. The final, static and abstract keywords are used as non-access modifiers in day-to-day coding. So the final, when used, will make attributes and methods to not get overridden or modified. If we make it static, attributes and methods belong to class rather than being an object. And if it is made abstract, it can be only used in abstract classes and can only be used on methods. If the method does not have a body, for example, abstract void run is used. The other 3 are transient, synchronized and volatile. These non-access modifiers aren't much used today in Java. The transient modifier gives attributes and methods are skipped when serializing the object containing them. The synchronized keyword, when used, methods can only be accessed by one thread at a time. And if it's volatile, value of an attribute is not cached thread locally and is always read from the main memory. Alright, now I have taught you about access modifiers and non-access modifiers in Java. I have taught you what are modifiers. We divide modifiers into 2 groups, as access modifiers and non-access modifiers. We have learned about access modifiers and non-access modifiers. Access modifiers for classes are public and default, and the access modifiers for attributes and methods are public, private, default and protected modifiers. And non-access modifiers are used for classes are final and abstract. And the non-abstract modifiers used for attributes and methods are final, static, abstract, transient, synchronized and volatile. Alright, I hope you got a clear understanding about access modifiers and non-access modifiers in Java. So I taught you about modifiers in Java today. So I hope you got some knowledge about modifiers like access modifiers and non-access modifiers in Java. So I will see you in another lesson, another day, and I'll teach you something new. Until then, goodbye everyone, and please take care.